quite a hot topic right now, curation, because everyone's saying, you have to curate. What does that really mean?
I decided to come to this Like Minds event because creativity and curation is totally down my street.
I'm obviously a digital immigrant. These are digital natives. And if you want to be in communication in the 21st century, you've got to be engaged with this community.
What's very different about this event is the grassroots connectivity, the type of people that you get here.
What role curation has in a modern world where there's so much content and there's so many other people out there.
And the conversations and connections that you can make at one of these events.
So yeah, it just really inspired me.
We really were talking about not just digital. We're talking about people who are curating in many different ways. First of all, I think one of the people I'd like to start with is Steve Moore from Big Society.
The origins and history of the Big Society, how it has evolved from a political message into a series of public policies and also a series of other bigger ambitions. It's been influenced by what's happening in the economy, what's happening in demographics, what's happening socially, what's happening culturally, and what's happening in terms of technology innovation.
Tiffany St James talking about something similar and about digital and how social technology is changing our culture.
We were looking at some of the issues surrounding what is known or what do we believe or suppose about the effects on our health of technology, and actually there's several camps for and against. It enables us to create and connect and share like never before, and actually there's another camp of thinking which is actually this is quite bad for our health, and we don't have yet enough scientific evidence to really kind of underpin how this will affect us moving forward.
We have Karen Brooks talking about the real-time you. How do we as people need to be creative? Because I think a lot in our digital world we've lost how to be creative ourselves.
Everybody's around the room. And so please take a look at the other person in the eye next to you. Now you say nothing, you just look at them in the eye.
We also have Andrew Dubber, who's a professor, talking about social objects, and that'll be far more about digital technology. Looking at what makes for great films in the YouTube age with Don Boyd, which is a real tough question. But Europe's leading iPhone developer coming and talking about killer apps and how to make the killer app. And then there's the lunches as well, and a range of stuff there. I mean, Molly Flatt.
I've just come back from a 10-day silent meditation retreat in Thailand. And I think it was a real chance to explore the role of silence in a space where we're talking about all this content creation, all this noise, not being able to switch off very easily. And what was great was everyone saying how released they felt when they went offline.
The key thing that stood out for me at this Like Minds is the comparables with the offline and online world. I think Chris Carey in his talk from the PRS was particularly salient when he said that the peer-to-peer activity is exactly the same as consumer behaviour in the offline world.
How very nice to be with all of you like minds.
I think the key thought that I wanted to get across in the keynote speech is that social and social media is not a new invention.
But the explosion of media technology in the span of my career has clearly transformed many things.
And Facebook and mobile phones recreate that group of 150 that had gone down to about 25 when we went from ancestral villages into towns 4,000 years ago.
Fantastic event where you can participate, and I don't think you get that at other events, and so everybody is like-minded.
It's a real mix of content and creativity and curation in the conference itself. And the wonderful byproduct has been there's been a great atmosphere. It really has. We're thrilled. We weren't sure how it would go, and it went great. So thank you all for making it work.